Hey everyone, it's Jason Rodriguez, and it is 12:12 at night, and I turned on the news because I thought it would be good to start catching up with certain things. I haven't watched CNN or any news in a while, so I thought, why not start watching? And the first thing that I see is the whole situation about Anthony Weiner's recent scandal. I remember when that first happened, when he was, if I'm not mistaken, he was running for mayor of New York City or something of that nature, uh, and that whole scandal came out. And this will be my first ever political video responding to something. And my thoughts on this right now is, before I go on, let me just say I don't condone whatsoever what he has done to his wife, to whoever he has communicated, showing inappropriate content. I don't condone that at all. I think that that's wrong, especially he's a much older man doing this with a much younger woman. It's not okay. But what I'm thinking about is, why is this getting the amount of attention that it's getting? Why is this getting the amount of attention that it's getting? I feel like it's getting a little bit too much attention for something that's done, say, on a local level. And the reason I say that is, we have so many issues in the country that we need to worry about, so many bigger issues that are going on. And CNN, international covered news channel, is worrying about one man who's doing something, who's a local figure. If anything, I could understand if it was, say, on News 12, the Bronx, or something that's local, but CNN is not a local news coverage. They're making it's like they're putting him, this issue up, like as if it's a danger to national security. It'd be one thing if this man was, say, a homegrown terrorist or something like that, but this this man is just getting caught for something inappropriate that he did again. But I feel like this is getting way too much attention than it deserves. Again, we have bigger problems to worry about in America. Let the local news or the local politicians handle this situation. It's not necessary for the whole entire country to know about this. Or that's at least in my eyes. You may have a different opinion than I do, and you're entitled to your opinion just as I'm entitled to mine. And I think that this isn't something that we need to yell and scream at each other about. But I'm just voicing how I feel about this. We have this whole situation with Hillary's investigation, and I know that people keep on saying to forget about it, forget that it happened. And I told one of my friends, if it was one of your fellow coworkers that you work with, and that situation happened to them, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't let go of it so quickly. If it was one of our family members who went through such a thing like that, I'm sure we wouldn't let go of it so quickly. So for people to say get over it, I think is a little bit insensitive. See, it's issues like that we need to worry about in America, not a local thing that a local news coverage can handle on its own. This doesn't need the whole country's attention. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you all understand what I mean, or at least most of you understand. And it's just become, to me, it seems a bit petty, don't you think? It, it just doesn't make any sense. It almost seems like as if this is diverting attention away from what's actually important and putting it into something that doesn't even need the amount of attention it's getting. Again, for example, we have a big election coming up. We have the presidential debates coming up soon. And yet somehow this thing erupts. Now, I should also say I don't know all the details of the situation. I'm just starting to see about this. But I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking off the top of my head from the little that I know already. Perhaps I'll make a second video with more concrete info if I look into it a little more. But we need to worry about the bigger things that have happened right now. We need to worry about the election that's coming up. We need to worry about those things. So those are my thoughts. Don't let something like this distract you from what's actually important right now at this very moment. And one last thought. If we're really going to be, again, for a third time, just in case people like to act funny when it comes to videos and comments like this, again, I'm not condoning what he did, but if we're going to be that picky or that investigative on every little thing that happens with every single politician, we might as well investigate every senator, every representative, every governor, every member of the president's cabinet. We might as well do that if we're going to be all picky. And it also interests me how they're able to find this man's photos, right? But when it comes to Hillary and her own scandal that is surrounding her, it's such a hard time getting the truth out on the news here. Fine, we have what people would call conspiracy theories, but it's like the solid evidence is being blocked. But yet we're able to find the evidence of this man here that sent a photo. Should make all of you think about this. I encourage you to all think, and I encourage you all to really just do some critical thinking about what's going on here, because I believe that there is more to it than what we're being exposed to. And I pray that God exposes the much bigger issues more and more as time goes on, and that he would get the right people to find out the truth, and that the people would not be afraid to really voice their opinion and to really stand up for what this country was really founded on. And so that's my thoughts about it. I should have made this a multiple topic titled video, but it's unfortunate about what happened with Anthony Weiner. I'm not gonna crucify the guy, but it is unfortunate that this happened. We all have issues that we need to deal with. So let's try our best to move forward. See you guys.